Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are at the Hobbins Center on the beautiful campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's on a cold early February evening, but we are bringing you red hot red night basketball because this game could go a long way. Who's going to win the Metro West Conference, because Chaska comes in with a 19-2 record, but more importantly, they're 12-0 in the conference. Benilde-St. Margaret's, of course, 16-5. Their conference record is 11-2, just a handful of games left. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us here. I have been looking forward to this game. In the Star Tribune this morning, it was mentioned as one of the games to watch this weekend in high school sports. So glad you're with us here as we're streaming live on YouTube, and we're about to begin. To take the center tap, that's Sierra Lumpkin, the junior, and Mallory Heyer, the outstanding Chaska senior center. And we're underway, and Olivia Olson, who's got the ball, takes a shot. She's been out injured for a few games. She had an ankle injury. We'll see how that impacts her and whether she's favoring it at all. But that first shot from three-point land falls a little bit short and goes right out of bounds. So Chaska now with the ball, and that is the very talented Ashley Schilke, number 20. And she's being guarded by Kendall McGee. Just a freshman out there. And now the steal by Lumpkin. She comes in and the ball gets taken away back by number 33, Kendall Carmen. And now Olivia Olson comes in, draws contact, and there's a whistle and a foul as she was going up for the layup. And that foul is going to be on number 33, Kendall Carmen, the senior. Her first foul, first team foul for Chaska. Olivia Olson at the line. Just underway here at the Hobbins Center. She makes that first shot. So Benilde up 1-0 here early. Olivia Olson averaging 21.5 points a game, and that spins out. Casper for Benilde can't get the rebound, but number 33, Carmen, does, and quickly into the front court is number 20, Ashley Schilke. She wheels it around as Benilde is in the man-to-man. That's Kastner guarding. Now the pass at the top of the key. Now the wing, the shot by number 12, Lenson off the mark. Olson with the rebound, and quickly she breaks it out, gets to McGee on the left side, comes in, and her shot is blocked and out of bounds off Chaska's number 33, Kendall Carmen. And a throw in now for Lumpkin. 17:07, just underway here on the campus of Benilde, and she gets it in just barely to Kastner, number 33. Now Bishop. Sahara Bishop, 31, another one of two freshmen starting. That shot by Bishop from the near side. Off the mark, rebound to Chaska. 1-0 our score here. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports on location. That's number 24, Mallory Heyer. One of the stars in the state of Minnesota girls basketball, along with Olivia Olson. And that is the big star matchup tonight. Olson versus Mallory Heyer. Now Bishop drives the left side, and it's taken away nicely by Schilke. Great defense and a spin around move. Now she keeps her head up, gets it down to Kastner, and now a misplay, and now Bishop off to the races, comes in, and the steal by number 13, Emma Lenzen. And both these teams are prolific at defense, which is why they're so good. And now a touch foul by Bishop as Schilke was pulling up as she crossed the timeline, so that'll be the first team foul on Benilde. Throw in now on the side by number 12, Elenia Lenson, junior guard. Now Schilke, number 20, Schilke, I should say. Being guarded by Kendall McGee, freshman versus junior. Almost a walk there, now out. Rotation to Meyer. No points, no shots from her yet. Good defense by Benilde. Kastner. Looks like they're playing a matchup zone as they switched on that. That's exactly what they're playing, and it works perfectly as Lumpkin gets the turnover. Now Olivia Olson up 1-0. Reverse behind the back, drives the lane, draws the foul, and the ball doesn't go in, but she'll go to the line and shoot two more. That stops the clock here. Watch this replay behind the back. She's so good at that. Came right in. She did everything, split the defense, but make the shot. Second team foul on Chaska, first on number 12, Lenson. So two team fouls on Chaska, and Olsen, she is a little rusty, folks. We did a Benilde game last week. She was on the bench, and I've been noticing in the box scores, we don't do all their games, obviously, as Olsen makes that second one. 2-0 Benilde, coming up on 15.5 minutes remaining, first half. All right, in the front court, that is Ashley Schilke. Now she gets it down, and Kastner, I thought, could have drawn a, oh, they called the foul there. I don't know, I thought that Lumpkin got all ball there. But let's see, you judge for yourself. Look at her come away with it. That could have been a jump ball call. Olsen got her hand, that's all ball. First attempt by number 33, Kendall Carmen, number 12. Carmen averaging 6.3 per game. And she makes the second, and we're tied at 2 with 15:23 remaining. Olivia Olsen. I look for her to get better as the night goes on here. I don't know if this is her first game back from the injury, but it may very well be, unless they had one earlier. Now she goes down, but she was taken down by Kastner. Referees didn't think much of that. They didn't blow their whistle. Now the coach, Mike Swan, is up, and he's asking questions about that. I don't blame him. All right, pass into Kendall McGee. Such a superb athlete out there. Watch her work. Look at that juke move. Comes in off the mark. Can't finish. Gets her own rebound. Draws the foul before the shot. And they're going to call that on the side. That'll be the third team foul. Watch McGee work here. Such a treat. Then she gets her own rebound. Such a tough competitor. Only a freshman out there. Now the throw in, Lumpkin. Tied at 2 here now. Just under 15 minutes. And McGee takes the outside three. Rebound, Kastner. Brilliant rebound as she came with the left hand. Can't finish as Olivia Olsen. Now back out to Bishop. She takes the three. That's off the mark. Rebound to number 13. Lucy Dardis, the senior guard, and the quick out pass draws the foul as it was received by Elenia Lenson, and then the foul. Look at the heads up movement. Bishop, boy, I don't know if that was a foul either. Bishop didn't think so either. I thought she got all ball. Tough calls. All right, free throw attempt by number 12. That is Elenia Lenson. She puts Chaska in their first lead by 1, and now we got a substitution coming in is Brooklyn Miller, number 20. Sophomore guard. Miller averaging just over a point a game, but she is very good with the ball out there. And because that was Bishop's second personal foul, that's exactly why Mike Swan made that substitution. Now Miller to Olivia Olsen, and she'll take the three outside, off the mark, back off the rim, rebound to Kastner. She's been stellar under there. But too many misses right now by the Red Knights underneath. Now the lead pass, and McGee snuffed it out but couldn't come up with the interception. She got her hand on it though. Now Kastner drives the lane, crosses over, and a nice block by Lumpkin. Look at the defense by the Red Knights. Now look at McGee. Assert herself, comes in, and she does finish that one. Big time play by number 30, Kendall McGee, the freshman. Ties it up at 4 with 14:04 remaining. First half. This game will pretty much decide whether Chaska's gonna win the Metro West. If they lose, they could still win it. Now the outside shot by number 5, that is Audrey Heyer. Short of the mark, but the rebound put back by number 33, Carmen, puts the Hawks back up by 2. Now McGee gives it to Olsen. Olsen behind the dribble pass comes in. She gets blocked. It's like they're waiting for her. The scouting report is there. They just wait her out and block it. She does that behind the back patch dribble almost all the time. Now the shot from outside by Heyer. Nice rebound underneath by number 5. Again, Heyer, her sister. Now Carmen McGee tries to steal it, but Carmen still has it. Now she finds a wide open Heyer. She came in, and they're going to call the block on number 33, Kate Kastner. Highly competitive match here. Wide open coming in is her sister Mallory Heyer, and Kastner came over and gets the block. Thought there could have possibly been a travel call there. And Heyer, number 24, averaging 20.1. Off to a cold start here as we're approaching 5 minutes, 2 free throws short of the mark. You wonder if she's not feeling the pressure of this big game here. Mike Swan has number 12 up, Jessica Dikorsky, the sophomore. She's gonna come in at the next whistle. Now underneath Mallory Heyer, and she does get that one to go. Her first 2 points of the night. The superstar from Chaska puts the Hawks up by 4. Red Knights have had their chances underneath, but finishing is such a hard part, even when you have all that athleticism. And now the shot by McGee quickly from the three-point land, off the mark. Olsen came up, tried to steal it. Now the three-point shot from the outside. Number 5, Aubrey Heyer makes that, and it's 10-4, 12-21 to go here. The Red Knights don't score this trip down. You think it might be time for a timeout here from Mike Swan and his Red Knights. Now, that didn't work out so well. Meyer makes the block. Now the ball's in Shuki's hands, and now she'll bring it in over the line to number 5. That's Aubrey Hires. And Schilke almost loses it. Now she has it. 11:55 remaining. Mallory Heyer to Schilke. Schilke drives the lane, intercepted by Olivia Olsen. This could get her off the schneid right here. She comes in with the one-handed lay-in, and now there's a timeout by Mike Swan, and he needed a timeout, and it's nice to take it there after Olsen gets those 2 points. But definitely there needs to be an adjustment as we watch this interception by Olivia Olsen. I think that gives her 4 on the night, and a nice lay-in and a confidence booster for her. Just a sophomore who scored her 1,000th point a couple weeks ago. We were here to bring it to you. Nice little ceremony. Now here's the nice 3 outside by Aubrey Heyer. Obviously related to her older sister, I'm gonna guess, or a cousin, Mallory Heyer. Aubrey Heyer, the sophomore. Just checking her stats. She's averaging 2.3 as a freshman, but she's getting in big minutes here in this big Metro West Conference matchup. If you look at some of the fans here. Important game in the suburbs. I came in, and I think the temperature in my car, or what was saying outside, was 9 degrees. It was 35 when I woke up, and now it's 9. That's Minnesota for you. Now into the front court, Ashley Schilke, the junior. Gets it down to number 14. That is Lily Niebuhr, and ball now in Red Knights' hands. Olivia Olsen, she's got her head up playing point. She comes right in, drives the lane, and draws the foul. Feels like she's forcing it just a little bit. That would have been a tough shot. She banked it off there, but you can feel she is desperate to score. And just a little heavy off the board. You know, when you haven't played, you lose that touch. It's just gonna take her a while to get it back. It's amazing how it can diminish when you haven't played in a few games or a couple, 3 weeks. It just takes a while to get that feel back, but I expect she will as she gets into this, and that's a much better free throw. She's starting to get the feel back for sure. Now 10-8 here with 11:20 to go. Into the front court is number 1. That's Josie Lakoski, the junior for the Hawks. Averaging 2.2, now on the wing, back to Schilke. Schilke now. Matchup, zone defense, which makes it look like a man-to-man, but it is also a zone, that's what they call it. Now underneath Niebuhr, and she throws it away. Good defense by the Red Knights. And now they have a chance to tie it with 10:55 remaining. And the throw in on the side, Brooklyn Miller, she'll come over and do the honors. All right, that is McGee. Goes right by Miller, comes in, and it's like the Hawks are waiting for him, and now their fast break gets turned back by Kasser, but the outside shot by Carmen, number 33, she drills it. 13-8. I don't know what the answer is for the Red Knights. They're so good, so athletic, but they just, it's almost like they need to slow it down a little bit. Underneath, they're just not finishing with that touch. Now Olsen takes the 3 from the outside, and my goodness, I think she's found that touch I was talking about. That's huge. 13-11, 10-13 to go. Driving and intercepted by Olsen. She's warming up, folks. Comes in and makes it go. She is completely warmed up. Tied at 13, timeout by Chaska. What a nice comeback by the Red Knights with 10 minutes to go. As we approach the midway, watch her come down here, and yeah, she's letting it go now. She's getting out of her head and just letting it, just kind of getting back into the rhythm of things. I didn't think it would take long as we look at some more of the fans here for the Red Knights. You can see the red, family, fans, friends. We're tied at 13. Here's another shot by Olsen as she now has the last 5 for the Red Knights. And that's exactly what they're gonna need from her tonight as they go against a very stellar Chaska Hawks team. 19-2 on the year. And there's some Chaska Hawks fans. They came out of the valley. It's a bit of a drive from down there, especially when the weather's a little inclement as it is today. Lots of wind, blowing snow yesterday. Temperatures were in the near 40s, and now it's dropped to the single digits. And then I think we're going to be back up in the warm weather here in another day or two, hopefully. All right, now following the timeout by the Hawks, tied at 13, 10 minutes to go. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports on YouTube, streaming live. Glad you're with us. Now number 13, that is Lucy Dardis, the senior. Gives it up to number 1, Josie Lakoski. Good defense by Brooklyn Miller. Now Carmen to 13, Dardis. Oh my goodness. Bishop takes a hard fall and draws the foul, and that's gonna be her 3rd of the half. And she's gonna have to come out right here. Could not control it, and that's what I'm talking about here for the Red Knights. That's their next step here, is to learn to play under control. They have so much athleticism. It's a catch-22. They have so much enthusiasm, but it can really get the best of you if you can't control it. And now that's the 15th foul on the Red Knights and 3rd on Bishop. I doubt you'll see her for the rest of the half. They're gonna miss her scoring, Bishop, averaging 8.4. They're gonna need her in the second half down to the end. Tied at 13, and out from the outside all day long. Aubrey Heyer, the sophomore, gets that to go. She had all day to look at it, and she's got a beautiful looking shot, that number 5. Now McGee comes in, and she gets that one to go, and there's that athleticism, and this time she was able to finish, and they're gonna need to do that a lot more tonight to stay in this one for the Red Knights. Now to number 1, Lakoski. Such a great basketball game here. Both teams obviously well coached and great athleticism. Brooklyn Miller there off the bench getting great minutes in, especially with Bishop in foul trouble. Now number 1, Lakoski, back to Cardell. She's got a lane, goes underneath. I think she should have taken it up, but somehow Heyer comes away with it. Mallory Heyer now underneath the Carmen. Now she kicks it out. Great ball rotation, and the big 3 from number 1 in Josie Lakoski. And the Hawks are up by 4, and that is big time basketball right there. Their patience, unbelievable patience by the Hawks there, and then just a nice shot there. Now Olsen tries to answer, and she has found her groove, folks. She has the last 3 baskets, 19-18. It's getting good here in the first half, just under 8 minutes to go. Mallory Heyer. They're keeping her pretty much under wraps. Nice play by Lakoski. Now 13, that is Lucy Dardis. Carmen, she can make that shot, and she's gonna take it, and she makes it. Number 33, Kendall Carmen, puts them back up by 5. That's their 4, that's the Hawks. Now Kendall McGee. So the Red Knights, they do rotate who brings the ball up. Now Olsen underneath, shoots, and just misses off the rim. I like that look though. She broke inside the lane, nice jump shot. About 7-8 feet, couldn't get it to go though. Now the Hawks, the chance to extend their lead. Right now it's 4, I think it's been as high as 5. Now Carmen drives the lane, gets it down in the corner. Oh, she was open underneath, 13 was Dardis. Lakoski didn't find her, but Carmen comes in and she draws the foul. It's gonna be on Lumpkin. I'm not sure about that one either. Let's see if the replay helps us scrutinize this play. Oh yeah, she got it right on the arm. Good call. So 16 foul, that puts the Hawks in the bonus. The Hawks have 14 fouls. That's the first for Sierra Lumpkin. And we can watch Olsen as she has really found her rhythm there. She's back for sure. And Carmen misses. Kendall Carmen, the senior, fails on that first attempt, but she'll get a second one on the shooting foul and gets that one to go. 5-point lead. Now checking back in for the Red Knights, Kate Kapsner, another freshman. You know, the Red Knights started 3 freshmen today. Bishop, Kastner, and McGee. So experience-wise is where they do not get the check in the box when you're looking at factors of who's gonna win this one. And there's the 9th grader McGee, and it gets thrown out of bounds. And I think that should still be the Red Knights ball. It is. Sierra Lumpkin will throw it in. 6:38 to go here. Inbounds underneath the basket. We'll see what kind of play they have here. Lumpkin gets to Olsen. That's a good play. She takes the 3. That one's short of the rim, or just hit short on the rim. And now splitting the defense, and they're going to call a foul on McGee. Reaching in, and that's the discipline we're talking about. That's really unnecessary, isn't it? Now that's going to put the Hawks at the 1-and-1 there, and that's very costly, these 1-and-1s, especially if the Hawks can convert them. And that's Ashley Schilke, though, at the line now. And off the mark. Can they get the rebound there? They dodged a bullet, the Red Knights did. They've got to be more disciplined on the fouls now with 6.5 to go. Now Olsen drives, kicks it out to Kastner. Her left-handed shot off the rim. Rebound, McGee under 3. Hawks, and that is what I'm talking about, how talented that young woman is. Just a 9th grader. What a monster rebound this is. 3 Hawks all around her, and guess who gets it? She doesn't even have a height advantage. Stellar rebounding. I compared her to Michael Johnson, Magic Johnson, just because she's got that all-around game. Magic Johnson one time in the finals with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar out, had to play center, and he won the game playing center. Albeit he is 6'8", but he was a point guard back then, and he assumed the center role and did a number in that final in that one game. And McGee is that kind of player, and she's only a freshman. All right, now Hawks up by 3 with the ball. 6 minutes to go. Shot off the backboard. Rebound gets in the hands of McGee, and she gets it out to Kastner as she looked back for it. Beautiful. Almost over and back though, but they got it in Olivia Olsen's hand. She gives it to McGee. McGee looks at the 3, decides to drive, draws the contact, backs up. Look at her ability just to move the ball around. 5:44 to go. Drives the lane. Comes up short. Kastner underneath. Can't get it to go. Brilliant pass by McGee. Just struggling with those little shots. They've missed at least a half dozen, it feels like. And that's the difference, isn't it, here tonight so far. 5:23 to go. Hawks, Schilke drives the lane. Out to Lukowski at the point. Now to number 13 on the right side. That's Lucy Dardis. Driving is picked up by McGee. She's got dominating out there. Can she score? Behind the back, comes in with the right hand and drains it in. That is an amazing highlight, reel-worthy performance there by Kendall McGee. Brings them within 1 with just under 5 to go. And another interception, this time by Lumpkin. Will she finish? She pulls up, comes in, off the mark, and in. Turnaround jump shot off the bankboard and in, and the Red Knights are up by 1 with 4:44 to go. Now Schilke into the front court for the Hawks. It is starting to heat up here at the Hobbins Center. Mallory Heyer gets double teamed. Now driving the lane. Schilke in the corner to number 13, Dardis. Schilke looks at it. Now Lukowski. Olsen against Mallory Heyer right there. That is the marquee matchup tonight. 2 of the best players in the state. No kidding, here on the same court tonight with the game that matters for the conference championship. I think if the Hawks win this one, they will claim the championship. If the Red Knights win it, it's in doubt. Underneath, no foul call, good by Kastner. Great defense by Kastner, then she held up number 13, Dardis. So not only did she stop Heyer, then she stopped Dardis all in one stop. And boy, the home crowd is recognizing the defensive performance. You can see the round of applause as we're under 4 minutes to go. Brooklyn Miller out there contesting way far out. Confidence growing here for the Red Knights. Now Lukowski at the top of the key. She can shoot off the back rim. Kastner with the rebound, and she draws the foul. And that'll be the 16th on the Hawks. So things starting to go the Red Knights' way. Watch this rebound by Kastner in between 3 Hawks. And then she draws the foul. Looks like it's going to be called on. Was it on 24 higher? And now we have a timeout on the court. I didn't see who took it, but my guess is it's Tara Seifert, head coach, took it for the Red Knights. And she's got her team down there, and they're down 1 with 3:40 to go as we look at Mike Swan. He's got his team playing superb right now. They were down by 5, and now they've come back to a 1-point lead. 3:40 to go. Looking over at the Chaska bench, there's their head coach, Tara Seifert. Hawks only have 2 losses on the year, and maybe I can look to see. I should note, and I haven't brought this up as we watch a mom come in with the balloons and her daughter. Super cute. But these 2 teams played back at Chaska, and that was a bad loss for the Red Knights. They lost at Chaska High School back on January 11th, 73-40. I don't know anything about that game. 50-67, that's a 33-point win. My math is right. Obviously a different story here tonight at the Hobbins Center. Okay, following the timeout, 3:40 to go. Neither team has done any type of full court pressing. And that is Kendall McGee with the ball. She's on the court with Lumpkin, Kastner, Olivia Olson, Brooklyn Miller still catching minutes with Bishop on the bench with 3 fouls in foul trouble. Miller. She rarely makes a mistake. Now McGee tries the 3 and she banks it in. I don't think she called it, but it doesn't matter. It counts. 27-23, 4-point lead, largest of the night for the Red Knights. And what a nice 3 for them coming out of that timeout. Usually when you're the team that calls it. Now underneath, and Olsen, great front defense on Mallory Heyer. So far Olsen is winning that battle. Chance for the Red Knights. They should take their time now. They got a 4-point lead and they lose the ball. It's very important that they recognize where they are at the game. Up by 4, less than 3 to go. Take their time. Let the Hawks feel the pressure of now losing that lead. Now Brooklyn Miller, great rebound. She brings it up, gives it up to Kendall McGee. Slow it down here. I mean, don't go into the prevent, but be smart with the ball now. You get another 2 points here. Olivia Olson off the mark. I like the shot. She's super talented. She can make that. Oh, that could be over and back. Oh my goodness, did she not come over the line and go back right at the last second? It was close. I don't know if she fully got over. The ball didn't get over. I'm surprised Mike Swan wasn't yelling about that just for fun, if nothing else. Let the officials know you're watching. All right, now Schulke comes up on the outside. Tough shot, rebound, comes back out to Carmen. 1:58 remaining, 4-point deficit for the Hawks. Schulke underneath, nice fake. And McGee was jumping for that. That's what I'm talking about, the maturities, learning not to jump at those fakes, to keep your feet down, keep your hands up. But at least she didn't draw the foul, so Red Knights up by 2 with 1:40 to go. McGee now to Kastner. Kastner drives the lane underneath the Lumpkin, and again cannot get that little shot to go, and that is really costing the Red Knights. And now on the other end, and Olsen with the big block on number 5. Aubrey Heyer, watch this athleticism. Number 1, Olivia Olsen. Bang. Big time talent here, folks. Okay, now underneath to Mallory Heyer. And from the outside, the shot, rebound. Olsen gets the rebound, 27-25, 2-point lead. Olsen decides to take a 3 from the outside, off the mark. See, I think they need to be a little bit more deliberate. I know that Olsen is a superstar player, but just slow it down a little bit. Hard to do, though, when you're a freshman. She's only a sophomore, too, Olivia Olsen. As superior as she is in talent out there. All right, now here is Mallory Heyer. I'll try to check with the scores table on what their totals were and bring them to you at the beginning of the second half, as we're now under a minute and a quick short jump shot. Now both teams have been cold, and now Lumpkin throws it away, and that's what I mean. They're just hurrying a little too much. getting the ball moving, getting the ball, trying to move fast, trying to go fast, trying to go fast. It's just a little bit of anxiousness that comes with youth, I feel. Just slow it down in their head just a little bit. I don't know how you coach that other than with experience. All right, still 2-point lead though for the Red Knights. They were down 5 not that long ago. Now 48 seconds to go. 2-point lead. Now McGee. That's good. Bring it up slowly here. I think they're going to hold it for a last shot with 39 seconds to go. Maybe not, though. Olivia Olson gets pressured by Carmen, I should say. And now McGee. Boy, it's just a shot from so far out. And she was covered. Now Mallory Heyer takes a quick 3, and that's off the mark. Kastner, what a great rebound. She is just stellar on the boards. Now 15 seconds, Olivia Olson. Look at this talent. She tims in, look at the move on Carmen, and she can't finish. That is such a killer. Now the last shot of the half is made, and it's a 2-point shot. But it goes and it ties it at 27. This is the matchup I was looking forward to, and this is the matchup that's happening. So come on back for half number 2. We're tied at 27.
What if being in recovery from a mental or substance use disorder was something we proudly showed the world? You might be surprised. Millions of people are in recovery, sharing hope, help, and support with family, friends, and community. Join the Voices for Recovery. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports production of Metro West Girls High School basketball. We are at the Hobbins Center on the campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's, about to begin half number 2, and this is an important game if you're just joining us, because the Hawks, 19-2 overall, have a 12-0 record in the Metro West, and the Red Knights, 16-5 overall, and 10-2 in the conference with just a handful of games remaining. This could go all the way to decide who wins the Metro West Conference Championship. If the Hawks win, I would almost hand it to them. If the Red Knights win, it's in doubt with the rest of the games having a lot of meeting before the sections. Okay, underway here, tied at 27, and Kendall McGill comes in with a great spin around, but off the mark. And the first miss by the Red Knights. Now the Hawks, left to right in their white with blue trim. To the right side, that's number 13, Lucy Dardis. Dardis now gets it to the right side. That is Kendall Carmen. She had a good first half, and she can shoot. No travel call there. Nice defense underneath by Olivia Olson, who had 14 points in the first half, as opposed to Mallory Heyer, the superstar center for the Hawks. Only 2 points, and that is the real story, isn't it? Mallory Heyer averaging 20 a game. And now Olivia Olson, her shot off the mark. Rebound goes right to number 12, Elysia Lenson. She gets to the right side. Carmen with the shot and gets it to go. And the Hawks are up in the second half, 29-27 with 17 minutes remaining. Kendall McGee now brings the ball up. Olson in the far left corner, comes up to the left flank, tries to do a backdoor. Now to 31, Bishop. She's got 3 fouls. She got in early foul trouble with 2 and then got a third. And now Olson comes in and gets it to go, and she draws the foul. And she ties it up at 29 with 16:43 remaining. And that'll be the first team foul on the Hawks for the second half. The second personal, though, for Kendall Carmen. So we'll keep an eye on the foul situation as best we can. As I'm also playing statistician, I don't always get it down, though, but I'll do the best I can, bringing you whatever relevant stats there are to make this game more meaningful. 30-29 now. Red Knights backdoor to Heyer, and they said it went off Olson. That was close. It's not Mallory Heyer, only 2 points in the first half. Now the throw in underneath. That's going to be Schulke. Gets it to higher. You got to think she's going to be more aggressive. Gets her own rebound. Now that's got back to Lenson. And Kasmer almost drew a foul there. Now Carmen settles things down at the top of the key with the Hawks down 1 with 16:15 remaining. That is Kendall Carmen. Now Schilke Ashley with the outside three-pointer gets it to go. Boy, she didn't waste any time. Such a quick release. Beautiful shot. Now Bishop. Can she answer with a big rainbow three? And she does. And the Red Knights go back in front by 1. And this is the kind of game I expected between two teams vying for the championship in the Metro West in 2021-22. Now in the front court. Schilke to the far right side. That's Dardis. Back to Carmen. Rotating around. Good defense. There's McGee. Now the shot, she was screened well by Carmen, taken by Lardis. And the rebound ends up in the Hawks' hands, and a nice power dribble and a quick jump shot by number 12. Eliana, hold on, Eliana, E-L-L-I-A-N-N-A, Eliana, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I've never seen a first name like that. Lenson gets that one to go, and the Hawks back up by 1. Now McGee in the front court for the Red Knights. 15 minutes remaining. Now Olsen, top of the key, drives and draws the foul. She goes hard to the ground, but she gets up. Remember, she's been injured for the last few games. And drawing the foul, that is Eliana. I'm just gonna call her Iliana. I don't know. Lenson. 34-33, side out. 2 team fouls now on the Hawks, 0 for the Red Knights, which is the opposite of how the first half went foul-wise, as the Red Knights found themselves in foul trouble and gave Chaska the bonus. Oh, now underneath and intercepted. Kasmer was in traffic, couldn't handle the pass, and it's a turnover. Now McGee totally picked that off. Look at the turnaround. Unbelievable athlete. Can she finish? And this time she does. What a stellar play for the freshman. Kendall McGee puts the Red Knights up by 1. Now she gets back and stops the defense, but underneath, getting behind Bishop. Bishop missed that one, didn't she? That was a nice behind dribble pass to Lucy Dardis to put the Hawks back up by 1. Back and forth we go in the second half. 14-16 to go. Olivia Olsen now at the top of the key. Backs up, being guarded by Kendall Carmen, coming in, draws the contact, gets the ball back. Oh, barely gets it out. Now McGee takes the 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound though, underneath by Lumpkin, and losing control out of bounds off Olsen. And that's the freneticism a little bit that plagues the Red Knights. They get a little too quick for themselves, and they hurry it up, and it causes them some problems. And now checking in for Kastner, as that is number 12 coming in. Her name is Jessica Dukowski, sophomore. She got a few minutes in the first half, back in. As the Red Knights now without the ball, down 1. Kendall Carmen on the outside, down low to Hire, can't get it to go. She only has 2 points. One thing the Red Knights have done is kept Mallory Hire under wraps. Now Lumpkin with the quick shot in the block out of bounds by number 13, Lucy Dardis. There she is. So we look at the replay, and could have been maybe a foul, but good no call probably. Now McGee gets it at the top of the key. She'll look to drive, loses it with the left hand, gets it back though, in trouble. Finds relief with Zahara Bishop. Bishop now drives, draws contact, no call. They're letting him play when it comes to that, and look at the nice shot. Big time shot, driving the lane with the defense on her. Lumpkin puts the Red Knights back up. There's been several lead changes already, and we still have 13 minutes to go, or coming up on 13 minutes to go in half number 2. Red Knights now back up by 1. Outside shot by the Hawks is made by number 13, Lucy Dardis. She only averages 2.5 a game, but so far she's way above that. Now Olsen slowly brings it up, and she'll be the point guard. So they rotate who brings the ball up. I'm not sure how they decide that, as now McGee can't quite hold it. Tough there. Those little things make all the difference in tight games for conference championships on the line. Red Knights down 2. Again, they do, as we look at Lumpkin's nice play there. That was a stellar shot. Now from the outside, another 3, this time by Schilke, and the outside shooting talent is starting to emerge here for the Hawks as Ashley Schilke, that woman right there, number 20, puts the Hawks up by 5 with 12:29 to go, and Mike Swan there is going to talk it over with his team. And it just feels like they gotta learn to slow it down a little bit, play within themselves as we look at their upcoming games here. And that's it for the rest of the regular season for the Red Knights. They're at St. Louis Park next week on the 15th. Then Jefferson at Waconia, way out west. Then Kennedy. So all of those are conference games, I believe. Let's see here. I think they all are. So the conference, this is a big game because those are probably all going to be wins for the Red Knights. You can never say for sure. They need to win this one and hope the Hawks lose another one, and then they're tied. If they don't win this one, it's probably the conference championships out the window for the Red Knights. Now Zahara Bishop off the mark, a little short of the rim. Look at the nice rebound by number 12 off the bench, Jessica Lakowski, the freshman. Or she's a sophomore, but much younger, and the shot, they're gonna call travel on Sierra Lumpkin, the junior. She's the senior statesman out there, just a junior. No seniors on the floor for the Red Knights all night long. Now on the outside, Ashley Schilke, that's her second 3 in a row. And now the Hawks are really starting to show their shooting prowess. And now Mike Swan, the head coach for the Red Knights, you can see McGee and Kastner, both freshmen, both starters coming off the bench after starting both halves. Now Libby Olsen, and she's just a sophomore. So the future looks bright, and look at that shot. I mean, that is just unbelievable talent right there. Just so casual. Turnaround jump shot from three-point land, top of the key. Beautiful. But the Red Knights are still down 5 with 11:13 to go. Ashley Schilke maybe got tripped or fell on her own. No call by the refs, and that could have been a break for the Red Knights. Now Olsen comes in and just forcing it is what I want to say. And Meyer was there for the defense, but the outside shot by Zahara Bishop. And boy, did they miss her in the first half. That's her second 3 here in the second half. She was on the bench early with foul trouble all first half, and now she's brought the Red Knights back within 2. They needed to answer desperately, and now a blocking foul on Bishop. 31, also a freshman. Such a young team here overall, which really I think is going to spell the possible difference. Just the lack of experience here. As we look at Bishop, look at that rainbow 3. Beautiful looking shot. All right, now the throw in underneath. There's Mallory Heyer underneath to Carmen. Rebound to Kastner. Again, she puts the ball down right away on the court, and that is an inexperienced move. Just get the ball, hold it for a few seconds, let things clear up, but you put the ball in the court right away, and the other player can take it that fast. Another quick shot by McGee. Really a lack of patience overall. It's costing the Red Knights tonight, 45-43. Now driving, Carmen comes in with the left hand, draws the foul, and I think she may have got hit on the arm or maybe even on the forehead there, and McGee draws that foul. So nice fake there by Kastner coming in. Oh yeah, on the shoulder. Good call. So that's McGee's first personal, second team. Both teams have 2 team fouls, and at the line is Kendall Carmen. Carmen averaging just 6.3 per game, but tonight she's making up, and that ball rattles in and out. So our score remains 45-43, 10-12 remaining in half number 2 from the Hobbins Center. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports, streaming live on YouTube. Glad you're with us. My name is Robert Christensen. Super glad to be here bringing you this one. Metro West Conference Championship on the line here. If you're a Hawks fan, if they win, I think they're going to get the championship. I mean, they wouldn't, but they probably will. Olsen from the outside. Big rebound by Kendall Carmen. height advantage over Brooklyn Miller and Kasser. Brooklyn Miller now into the match. She soaked up a lot of minutes with Bishop on the bench in the first half, and now a 3-point lead again for the Hawks, and they have the ball with 9:41 to go. That is Lukowski driving the lane, switches to the right hand, and now rebound by Kasser, gets it to McGee, and boy, do they like to push it no matter what, and this time she gets to go. She draws the foul, and she'll go to the line. Kendall McGee, number 30. So talented as she runs the court, comes right in. Just a freshman. Wait till the coming years, folks. She's always going to be making those. No substitute for experience. Now Kasser's coming out, and I think she was bleeding a little bit on that last exchange. She may have taken an elbow or a hand and nose, so she's just checking out the blood situation as we look at McGee try to complete the and one and unable to do it. And it's those little things in big games like this that are just going to be costly. All right, now here comes Carmen driving the long, and a late whistle from way behind the play, too. The referee underneath the net didn't make that call. I'm always suspicious when I don't like the angle, but she came in. I don't think there was a foul there. I don't understand that call. But that foul is going to go against Dukowski. That's her first personal, team third to go against Chaska Hawks. Their third team foul, 9:16 to go. And Carmen gets that to go, and now the lead is back to 3 for the Hawks. So Olivia Olson will bring it up with Bishop, Miller, Dukowski, Lumpkin, and McGill on the court for the Red Knights. Now McGill. Miller cuts, gives it up to Dukowski. Kowski, Olivia Olson now as she looks to drive, comes right in on Carmen. No foul on that either, and Mike Swan can't believe it. Now underneath, Mallory Heyer can't get it to go. She is really having a cold night. Now Lumpkin gets the rebound, and quickly, again, pushing the balls. Olsen, and oh my goodness, almost out of control here, and they're gonna call the block. But this is what I'm talking about, just a lack of patience even here, just going in no matter what. I don't know if that should have been a foul on Carmen, but they are gonna call it, and it could have went either way. But more importantly, again, just not playing in control there. But Olsen gets it to play to go her way as Swan was talking to his team, using that as a timeout before they assume their positions with the second foul shot. Olsen off the mark. Rebound to Carmen, quickly down the court to Schulke. She's looking, now backs it up as Olsen pushes her back out. And a little confusion on defense by the Red Knights, and Schulke makes them pay. 41-46, 4-point lead. Bishop now off the bench. She'll be checking in at the next whistle. Now Dukowski. Brooklyn Miller, almost a travel there. Lumpkin takes the quick shot off the back of the rim. Rebound to Lukowski. Again, I thought she could have traveled too. They run that extra step sometimes. Now Meyer back to Lukowski. Top of the key to Carmen, looking for Meyer. 5-point lead for the Hawks. A chance to go up 7, which would make their largest of the night. McGee gets her hand on it. Now Carmen loses it momentarily. We're below 8 minutes now here in the second half. Critical stage in this match here if you're a Red Knight fan. Schulke now down and intercepted as Heyer didn't anticipate the pass, and I don't understand that pass at all. That's the lack of experience again, I feel. Now timeout by the Hawks. Tara Seifert with a 5-point lead and 7:27 to go. I can understand why she would take that timeout as we look at the conference standings, as I was referencing here. This is why I feel this is for the conference championship. Both teams just have, what, 1, 2, 4 games left against inferior opponents. Red Knights, one of those losses was to Chaska, so they need to avenge it. That would put Chaska at 12-1. Hawks at 12-2, and if somebody can upset Chaska in the conference and the Red Knights close out, they could tie for the conference and be co-champions, or If for some reason Hawks lose tonight and lose another one and the Red Knights close out winning, then they would win it solely. So this game is critical. I think if they lose, they're not going to win the Metro West. I know both these teams have their sights set on greater glory, which happens in the state tournament. But right now, this is an important game, and winning the Metro West Championship would be huge, and it is important. Okay, Mallory Heyer, 2 points on the night, folks. That is unbelievable. Got to give credit to the Red Knight defense for shutting her down. Fortunately for the Hawks, they have answered, and Heyer comes in, and this time she draws the foul on the give back. But a frustrating night for her, for sure. I don't know. I didn't really see the contact, but our camera angle isn't always the best to see it either. But it wasn't anything obvious, at least from what I could see there. But I will give the referees credit. At least they were in a good position. Nothing drives me crazier than a referee from all the way outside, far away, thinks they see a foul when one of their referee compatriots don't see it. All right, there's the miss. 6-point lead for the Hawks. This is so critical now. These next few possessions for the Red Knights, they can't let it get out of hand here. Now outside, Lumpkin passes on the open shot and drives the taller defense, and that's what I'm talking about, decision making. Did she draw the foul though? She got lucky on that. Right there, take that shot. But you came in and she did get the foul, luckily for her. But the height differential between number 14, Lily Niebuhr, and Lumpkin is dramatic, to say the least. Okay, but Lumpkin gets that one to go, and the Red Knights need to stay with them here. Just under 7 to go, off the mark, rebound. Kastner almost got it away, but Meyer got it, or Heyer, I should say. Mallory, now to the front court, Ashley Schilke. She's got 2 threes in the second half. Now Mallory Heyer, 20 points a game with only 2 tonight. Now Niebuhr, who's the tallest one on the court, drives, passes up the shot, outside shot by Mallory Heyer. Pass to Brooklyn Miller, gets to Olivia Olson, comes in with the rebound. The behind the back reverse layup by Olivia Olson. Incredible talent. That brings some of the fans off their feet. Look at this. Behind the back reverse layup is what you call that. Big time play. Just a sophomore. Needs to make this. And a foul on Lumpkin, and that again, inexperience there. Those are unnecessary, senseless fouls. And that's the 5th team on the Red Knights, 3rd on Lumpkin. However, the Hawks have 16 fouls, so any fouls by the Hawks going forward is going to be a 1-and-1 for the Red Knights. Now I would be driving on the Hawks, and now a miscommunication, and that ball is a turnover against the Hawks, and now a chance for the Red Knights. They're down 3. They can tie it up this time down the court. 6:17 to go. Olivia Olson will bring it up. She's looking to her coach, Mike Swan, who's calling out instructions from the sideline. Now Brooklyn Miller. Miller now. Very steady out there, Brooklyn Miller. She is a steadying influence. Now McGee forces another shot. I do feel they're forcing it sometimes like that. Not showing as much patience as the Hawks. I keep saying it, but it's hard not to when you see that. All right, now number 13, Dardis. Ashley Schilke. Now number 5, that's Heyer. Her sister, Aubrey. Now Mallory Heyer to Ashley Schilke. See how much patience the Hawks have here? Niebuhr takes the shot and draws the foul on Kastner. That's going to be the 16. But the patience there by the Hawks. Got her on the arm, clearly, Kastner did. And to me, that is the difference here. Just the patience and the maturity of the Hawks. Nice shot there by number 14, Lily Niebuhr. She's a senior. And now checking in for the Hawks is number 12, Ileana Lenson. In for number 5, who sits down, Aubrey Heyer, the sophomore. She's having a good night. That's off the line. Olsen with the rebound. They're down 4 with 5.5 to go. McGee underneath. She's got to make that one. She does. 51-53. 2-point game here. 5:20 to go. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us. It's going to go down to the wire, I feel now. Now Niebuhr Underneath to Mallory Heyer, now Niebuhr. Look at how well they rotate the ball and the patience, the quick jump shot off the mark, rebound to Lumpkin. Slow it down here, even though they're down 2. No hurry underneath Kastner, can't get it to go. What a great look by Olsen. And that has been another thorn on their side, just missing so many shots underneath. Now the Hawks, and you can just see how they slow it down every time. Down low, Niebuhr with the big advantage underneath. Gets it to go. No, great defense. Quick outlet pass. 2-on-2. Olsen with McGee. Comes in a little out of control. Wow, what a rebound by McGee. Gets it to go in. The theatrics are unbelievable. We're tied at 53 with 4:25 to go. Hawks now in the front court. Mallory Heyer from the outside. Can't get it to go. Rebound by the Niebuhr. Comes in, blocked by McGee. They're gonna call the foul. I can't believe it. She got all ball. It looked like to me. My goodness, the excitement. Watch Olsen, a little out of control, but got it off. And then look at McGee take the rebound around and the quick turnaround off the backboard, front of the rim, and in. Lily Niebuhr gets that one to go. I don't know how tall she is, but she's got to be 6'2" or 3. And just eyeballing it, she's taller than Olivia Olsen, who I think is 6'1". And Mallory Heyer also looks to be about 6'1", but Niebuhr's got to be 6'2", 6'3", maybe 6'4". And she gets those 2 free throws to go. And she's played some tough minutes for the Hawks as she sits down with a pat on the back from Tara Seifert, her head coach. There's Kendall Carmen back in. She's had a good night for the Hawks, and now Olivia Olsen looks to Mike Swan. They're communicating what the play. She's a little confused on what to do here. Now McGee. Kastner, 4 minutes to go. Olivia Olsen shot off the mark. And that's what I'm talking about. Just the shots are really quick by the Red Knights as compared to the Hawks. Now Carmen from the outside, off the mark. Rebound Olsen. Quickly now, as they like to do, move that ball, fast break it, and Kendall McGee can't get it to go, but she does draw the shooting foul and will go to the line. Her team down 2. Beautiful pass, but the Hawks were there. That's going to be a foul on Carmen. That's her 4th. Team 7th. And now Olsen coming over here. I think there was some communication. Working on it. McGee gets that one to go. 55-54. 3:41 to go. Huge game here in the Metro West. And McGee coolly gets those 2 to go. We're tied at 5s. 55 apiece. 3:56 to go. In the front court, Ashley Schilke to number 13. That is Lucy Dardis. Mallory Heyer came in, got stopped, and can't get it to go. She only, I think, has 2 points all night long, and that's a huge part of this. McGee comes in, and she gets all the way there, but then there's nothing to happen, and that's just too quick down the court. Their game is tied, and they waste no time shooting. And there's the quick jump shot and the rebound by Lumpkin, taken away by Mallory Heyer. Now Ashley Schilke, she drives the lane, the quick running jumper, gets it off the rim, the backboard, and in. Second chance opportunity, now down 3. Now Olsen slowly brings it up. She's down 2, now under 3 to go. 2:48 to be exact. Olivia Olsen drives the lane, comes in, draws the foul, and she'll shoot 2. Clock stopped at 2:45 to go. And that foul, was that on Carmen? No. Brooklyn Miller's gonna check in, and here was Ashley Schilke. Just put it up there, and the touch allowed that to go in. Just kind of eased it up there and allowed the ball to find its way. Now Brooklyn Miller comes in for McGee, and that is 5 fouls on Kendall Carmen, and that is huge, huge, huge. Carmen is a great player for the for the Hawks, and to not have her on the court is a huge advantage for the Red Knights, in my opinion. And Olsen can't get that to go. The lack of experience, if the Red Knights don't pull this game out, it's going to be their lack of experience. But that's it. They've got a ton of talent. They start 3 freshmen and a sophomore against a mostly senior-laden Hawks team. All right, now 57-56 in the front court. That's number 5. Aubrey Heyer now to Schulke, now number 5. Heyer driving, Schulke underneath, and the laying it in. A nice tough angle and a great shot by Aubrey Heyer, and the Hawks are up by 3. 56-59, 2:12 to go. Kendall McGee. This is where they need that senior leadership that they just don't have yet here on the Red Knight team. McGee drives, gets turned back at the baseline. Now to Olivia Olson, just now under 2 minutes, 1:57 to go. Olson steps back, 2-point shot goes in. And a timeout on the court by Mike Swan and the Red Knights. His team down by 1 with 1:51 to go. As we look at Olivia Olson make that nice clutch 2-point shot right here. She was inside the 3-point line clearly. And gets that to go. She's having a stellar night scoring as we look at Mike Swan. His team down by 1. Both teams in the bonus. 17 fouls on the Red Knights. 8 on the Hawks. I can almost hear them from my vantage point. Maybe I should stop talking and we can all listen in on Mike Swan's comments here in this critical timeout with just under 2 minutes to go. As we now look at the Hawks bench and Coach Tara Seifert. Ashley Schulke trying to stay loose. Along with Mallory Heyer, number 24, and there are some fans here across the way standing. And you can understand why. This is a big game. And the tension is palpable here. All right, Hawks come out from their timeout. So do the Red Knights, 1:51 to go. 58-59, Hawks ball, and now the Red Knights look like they're gonna show a full court press here. First time all night for either team. Brooklyn Miller will contest the inbounds pass. Are they gonna do it for real? They're gonna back off. It looks like they're gonna do it for real and try to trap her, but breaking it nicely is 12, Lenson, and she comes all the way in. And that hurts for the Red Knights. Big time play there. They recognized it and were unable to stop the ball. 61-58, 3-point difference. Shot from the outside by Bishop off the back rim. Big rebound by Olivia Olson, takes the shot, and she goes to the ground, and it's going to be a foul on Ashley Schulke. So Olson goes to the line. Let's see here. I don't know if that could have been a foul or not. It was close. But for a Red Knight fan, we'll take it. And Olson gets that to go. These are really high-pressure free throws. 61-59, 1:24 to go. And Lumpkin can't quite check in, and Olson gets the go. 1-point difference with 1:24 to go. What more do you want on a Friday night, on a cold night, other than watching Metro West girls varsity basketball on ParkTV 16 Sports? All right, full court press. They're going to stay with it, although they got burned last time. So they're not really doing it for the point of trapping him, because I didn't see them try to take advantage. So it's just more to slow the ball down, I feel, was the strategy there for the Red Knights. All right, top of the key. That is Lenson with the shot. It gets to go with Brooklyn Miller on top of her. That was clutch. 1 minute remaining now, 63-60. Still a one-possession game. Olson looks to the sideline for instructions. Now McGee. Olson on the right side. McGee looks, dribbles behind the back. 51 seconds remaining. Picks up the dribble, tries to go underneath to Olson. She's being covered by Schulke. Gets that reverse layup to go. Are you kidding me? Now they're not unable to set up on the full. Now McGee, she reaches in, and again, the referee who's further away makes that call, while the referee that was looking right at it didn't call it. But watch that pass. She was covered in everything. Very brave, but the reverse layup. I don't know about that foul either, but that's going to be a 1-and-1. 62-63 our score. 39.2 seconds remaining. At the line, Ashley Schulke. Schucke averaging 7.4 a game. She's got more than that tonight. Off the back rim, the rebound is critical. Absolutely critical. On the line, turnover as Kasser fought hard for that, and now a timeout by the Hawks. They'll have possession. Look at this replay as they're scrapping for the conference championship right there. And just could not keep herself in bounds, but you can't fault the effort by Kate Kasser, the freshman, and now Mike Swan. His team down one without the ball, 35.6 seconds, and now he'll huddle with his assistants. And they're gonna put in Dukowski here. She checks in with the scores table. Looking over at the Hawks bench, there's Sarah Seifert. And much calmer over on that bench, I have to say. Senior experienced team. And there's a proud father, I'm guessing, enjoying his daughter's game. And it has been an exciting game and a very quick game. This game started at 7 o'clock. It's 8:15 and it's almost over. Both these teams play fast. All right, here comes Chaska. This is a heavyweight fight, folks. It's Apollo versus Rocky Creed. Apollo Creed versus Rocky. It's been a war for sure. They'll have the bruises to show for it. All right, Hawks get it in. Tight defense by McGee. Now to the right side to number 5. Higher and a quick whistle, and maybe not a bad strategy. Get him to the foul line. You got to get the ball back. You don't want the Hawks trying to hold it the whole remaining half of the half. And now there is, speaking of that, 29.8 seconds. Sahara Bishop comes in for Dukowski. That's the 19 foul on Benilde, 4 on number 23, Sarah Lumpkin. At the line is Aubrey Heyer. Off the back rim, Olsen with the rebound. They're down 1. They have the ball with their superstar. She drives all the way, and there's the lack of patience. And there's going to be a whistle and a foul on number 31 for the Hawks. Olsen she's going to shoot it no matter what, and I do, and there's the foul, and at the line is the freshman, number 33, Kate Kasser. Huge free throws, oh, that was a good shot. She's gonna get another one because it's the double bonus. That was the 10th team foul by the Hawks, so that's why she gets a second one, and it could make all the difference if she can make it. Quiet in the gym, she gets that one to go. That is super clutch for the 9th grader. Ties it up at 63, 22.8 seconds remaining. Some confusion on the Red Knights. Are they gonna full court press or not? They don't look like they're super organized on that right now. I think they should back up and just play good half court defense. 18 seconds remaining. I'll try to keep an eye on the clock. And now a timeout by Chaska. Wow. Tied at 63, the conference championship for all intents and purposes on the line. 15.3 remaining, and we look at the sideline. Tara Seifert, and there's an assistant coach. I'm not sure who he is. They list 3 of them for the Hawks. And also, the Red Knights huddling up here as well. Hawks will have the ball. Look at the fans over there. People are sitting on pins and needles in this arena. I am surprised there are not more fans here. I remember when I grew up in Shakopee, we had a very good team my junior year. I didn't play a lot that junior year. I played a lot my senior year, but we weren't quite as good. But that year we were stellar, and Chaska had a couple of D1 players, and the Shakopee Gymnasium could hold 3,000, and I think they'd have 4,000. But Chaska and Shakopee were just 5 or 6 miles apart. And this was in 1982, I want to say, and it would just be, the gymnasium was literally packed. They were turning people away. All right, now throw in for the Hawks. 15.3 remaining, tied at 63. Chaska wins, they're going to win the conference championship for sure. If they don't, it's in doubt for the rest of the season. Red Knights would have a chance here. All right, number 13, Dardis. Down low, driving, almost a travel, throws it out and a turnover. Goes to the Red Knights. They're going to get the ball back with 5.0 seconds remaining. And number 12, Lenson, lost control there, and now she showed a little bit of lack of composure. Now a timeout on the court, and the Red Knights are going to get a chance to pull it out here with 5 seconds remaining, and it's going to go to that woman, don't you think, Olivia Olsen? Why not? She's got over 1,000 points in her career. She's got over 20 tonight. Her average is 21.1. And there is Mike Swan. He's trying to diagram a play with his assistant coaches, Brian Massey, one of them there. And Zahara Bishop's going to check in, I just saw. It is awful quiet in this gym. There's some Chaska fans here, mostly Red Knight fans. Such a young team, the Red Knights. More experienced Hawks are on the ropes here. They've only lost 2 all year. They haven't lost in the conference all year. They smoked the Red Knights a month ago, to the day actually. Today's February 11th, it was January 11th. Red Knights lost by 33 in Chaska. All right now, and now the Hawks are gonna show some full court pressure just to slow them down. Both teams in the bonus. You wonder if the Red Knights can get a foul and go to the line and win it there. Now they do the long pass, and what a throw, and Olsen gets it to go, and the clock runs out. My goodness, the pass was perfect, the catch was perfect, and the shot with 2 players on her gets it to go, and the clock is stopped with 0.5 seconds remaining. And I'm looking at the court. I'm not sure what's going on, if there was a foul called or not. People are standing up. What a play by Olivia Olsen. What a great pass. I don't know if we can get that replay or not. That pass was on the mark. You're going to be watching the Super Bowl this weekend. That was an all-time pass by Lumpkin. Look at that. Drops it in there in triple coverage to Olivia Olsen, who comes in. And are they going to call foul there on number 5? No, I think she got all ball, but she got that to go. And they're going to put more time back on the clock. So that was the discussion by the officials. 1.3 seconds remaining. The Hawks are going to get it. And they've got a chip and a chance here. Mike Swan, what a brilliant play. And I can't say enough about the poise of Sierra Lumpkin, the junior, and that throw. That throw was unbelievable. Just unbelievable play. Great athleticism and concentration by Olivia Olsen to catch that ball in traffic. It looked like a football play, didn't it? Certainly did. Felt like it. Looked like it. All right, now here come these teams. 1.3 seconds, and they've got to go the length of the court. To throw it in is number 12, Ileana Lenson. She's going to be guarded by Kastner. Lumpkin's back playing deep safety. And they're going to throw it down and let it go out of bounds. No, she catches it, and it's over. Lumpkin with the ball. They win it. Red Knights are ecstatic. Their home crowd on their feet. Their most important victory of the season. So from the Hobbins Center, and for Paul Broden, our producer, and Leah and Cameron on the cameras, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again